being constructed in your room?
I don't know. Can we?
Eating some fucking lemon bars, man.
Is it really that loud to eat lemon bars that it sounds like you have fucking construction site?
It sounds like
Liam's also,
That's relatable,
putting the last
honestly.
of the lemon bars away. Chill, man.
is Liam throwing the literally throwing them outside of the window onto like a pool of like gold coins?
I don't know what you think that metaphor meant, but you're wrong.
Your name.
Imagine hearing that every 30 seconds, Simon. Not even 30 seconds. Like, that's just the whole thing. It sounds like a washing machine is running on your microphone.
It kind of does, actually. It's actually a really good interpretation.
Well, it's true. It does sound like
clothes,
No, it sounds like a dryer. It sounds like a dryer, and you have like a bunch of jeans in there, and all the zippers are hitting the side.
It sounds like a dryer drying, like, super wet clothes.
Do you think it hurts your TV to use the TV remote?
Bruno, I don't know what you were trying to say with that, to be honest.
I keep farting like
It's Hyde's Twitter.
I am continuously hotboxing myself, and I hate it.
I thought you didn't smoke weed.
Hyde's Twitter is great, honestly.
I'm farting, and like it's making me die every single time.
Dutch oven is the word you're looking for, not hotboxing.
Hey, Freedom, did you see my first couple of tweets?
I didn't know that you had a Twitter.
Freedom, I still love that you got Dame Moran.
You should follow me.
What is it? Sarcastic tree?
It's sarcastic tree, but without the underscore.
Bryson, what's with you and wetland microbes?
I hate when you get that, Bryson. What's wrong with you?
Dude, fucking someone. Oh, what's
Fucking sip.
Bryson, the microbes.
Oh, I don't like that. Wow, I hate that.
Wait, why am I copying all this shit? I don't know.
I don't know what the problem is, Simon.
high resolution images of wetland mic? God, that's really high definition, dude.
I didn't know Mango played League of Legends.
Who's Mango?
He's a professional Melee player. He's like considered the
Professional food. That's why his name
for
is
a while he was considered the best Melee player in the entire world. Because he was just naturally good at it. But since then, I think he's been feuding with the other 4 people.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, when he's interviewed, he's like, I don't know, I just played the game a lot, and I guess I was really good at it.
But he's like
my asshole
anime
is a
good at the
gateway
game,
to
not like
ghost
actual,
sex.
like real life good. He's like straight out of an anime. Like he's an anime protagonist, but for Melee instead of for basketball or some shit.
Yeah, he's just like good at it. Like really good
Y'all
at
think
it.
curses aren't real, but Glowbox has to gum it for any coffee creamer in any restaurant and immediately down it, or you fucking dies.
It's a personal attack.
Hey, y'all wanna start?
Yeah.
That's relatable, honestly.
I'm asking a question.
Well, I'm up for anything.
Alright, we good?
Has the strongest bones.
We good, boys?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna be here working on my spreadsheet and shit, you know?
That's cool, you ain't gonna come up for like a few minutes here, so.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They call me Hyde. Once when I was a little kid, I told my mom I didn't love her. What happened, and she cried. I still feel bad. King.
That's one of his best ones, honestly.
Hyde, I think my favorite thing about your Twitter is the fucking hammer and sickle in your name.
Any doctors out there, what do I do if I nut and it's just a bunch of spiders?
Semi-urgent.
Semi-urgent.
Love
Who
it.
did that? Who would do that to somebody?
Love it.
That's a good question.
Love it.
Rivals of Ether is the Dark Souls of Smash clones, the Quake of platform fighters, and the Citizen Kane of furry games.
Excuse me?
All right, y'all want to go? All right, let's go, boys. Hey, everybody here? Roll call.
I can't
roll
believe
call.
in this day and age it is unacceptable to non-sexually put a snail in your mouth and leave it there for hours.
Alright, so Stanley's here.
No more reading Hyde's Twitter. We're playing the game now. Roll call.
Hyde's Twitter is like actually gold.
That's accurate.
Roll call, boys.
Here.
I'm here.
Here.
Hyde, I need a roll call.
I'm here.
Bryson?
He's vaguely here. He's like,
all right, let's go, boys.
I'm glad you guys like my Twitter so much.
North Korea hacked me and made it look like I was a furry.
Yeah, Hyde, I want you to know that the fact that your Twitter exists is like 60% of the reason that I decided to make a Twitter for shitposting.
The fact that Hyde's Twitter exists proves to me that there is no god.
Alright, we're gonna start the game now.
Yeah.
For it.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna put this in I'm gonna make a new text channel called Rules.
Uh-oh. That's not good. No, Brad. Hey, Simon, I have a fucking rule for you, you gigantic nerd. Oh, cool, I can hold down Control V. You have no idea how fun that is.
Alright. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hide.
no browsing Twitter while playing is a rule. Jesus Christ.
Should we start now, or?
Yeah, we should. We should really start now instead of browsing Twitter.
I'm not browsing Twitter. I'm trying to translate the
Stan, I'd like you to check your roles in the channel now.
I'm not. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
What's his role?
Why don't you check his roles?
You do have to jack off to a shrimp.
I am way too tired to do this. Alright, let's fucking go. Someone quick. Give me a shot of whiskey.
I'll make you more tired.
I go hard in the motherfucking paint.
Okay, we're gonna actually start now. We're gonna actually start now instead of browsing Twitter and talking about how cool it is that we're all browsing Twitter. All right.
I agree.
The dog that heals humans with crystals.
Hey, stop.
My knit. Ah, shit! It doesn't have N or I. What the hell? Or S? Why is there no S? At Discord. What is wrong with you?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. How do I add an emoji? Banana, banana.
Let's see.
Okay. Ow.
Can you guys still look at the rules channel? Is it locked or something? Okay, whatever. We're gonna start. I'm gonna stop switching up Discord, and you're gonna stop browsing Twitter, and we're gonna say, all right. So when we last left off, everybody listening?
Yeah.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, action.
When we left off, you guys had just witnessed the aftermath of the dragon crawling out of the world tree and beginning to fuck shit up on the surface. There's two... Well, I mean, you're in a very large desert. There's an infinite number of ways you can go. But one of those ways you can go has dragon blood and claw marks for a while. And the other ways you can go has the highway back to Oakhurst.
I recommend that we follow that dragon because I think that the fact that it's weakened right now means that this could very well be our only chance to actually kill it because it's only going to get stronger from here.
I think we should get a car first. Like a bus now that we've got, like, what, 6 people? 5 people? 5 people and a bird.
You guys, the party currently consists of 4 people.
It'd be really cool on a VW bus.
Why is Loki here then?
We're going to find him.
He's going to join the party later in this session.
Yeah, come on, Stan. You have to introduce people. Like, I was being quiet and everything, so I could be introduced. Like, come on.
We've already done this before.
Yeah, but that one was fun. And also, like, immediate. Is he gonna be the one that sells us the car?
No.
Did I just ruin the surprise?
He's not gonna be the one that sells you the fucking car, Stan. I was just
Stanley,
typing
you
Discord for
fucking
half a
guessed
second.
That was a plot twist.
We're going to
What a
everybody's
plot
favorite.
twist.
We're going to everybody's favorite fantasy location.
Costco?
The fantasy Toyota dealership.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have definitely decided to start following the dragon?
I said we should get a car first.
Well, right, but do you see any fantasy Toyota dealerships around here? You know what? Make a perception check. I'm making a perception check. Fantasy Toyota dealerships, okay?
I actually... Hold on. Hold on, Stan.
Yeah.
Let me
I
real
got a
quick...
nat 20.
No, Stan.
Give me that fucking Toyota.
Stan, I'm actually asking you to make
You
a
can
check
look as
right now.
hard as you fucking can, but if you're in the middle of nowhere, you're not gonna find a Toyota dealership.
Alright, what was
Perception
it,
checks
Simon?
aren't magic.
Can I make a magic perception check?
No, Stan, what you can make, Stanley, is a history check. Make a history check.
I got a 15.
Okay, so you've heard rumors? You've heard rumors of a city that holds car races pretty regularly.
That seems kind of dumb.
Holy shit, dude, you found a car.
Well, I'm thinking, like, you know all those, like, stories where, like, there's that racing, like, it's a big, like, racing movie or whatever, and, like, they do, like, super high-stakes bets where, like, I'll bet my car. If you can beat my car, you can have it. So we do that, except instead of us having a car, because we don't have one, we just all ride on Stanley's back while he dead springs down the highway, and then he'll just win and get us a car.
Stanley's character is very strong.
What's your strength stat, Stanley?
Isn't it 17, Simon?
It's 17, Stanley.
Good lord.
So
I'm a
do
strong boy.
we want to start moving?
17. Yeah, just climb on my back, everybody.
What movement are we making? What are we doing here?
Bryson, I'll put you in my backpack.
Awesome. Just, like, carefully disassemble me and then just put the pile of bones in your backpack.
Yeah, like C-3PO.
What are you guys like? What is
Come
your
on,
plan
see
here?
The one issue is when you have to rebuild him, dude. You have
Oh,
to-
fuck, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I do it on my own, dude. My
nice.
himself can just, like...
You're a good skeleton, man.
Yeah.
He's a good skeleton.
You're
Good
the best
skeleton. A good boy.
There's a lemon bar in the fridge for you. Just of that, we have it.
Said what?
There was a lemon bar in the fridge for you.
There was a lemon bar in the fridge for you.
I'm sorry.
This is just in the lemon.
Major 99.
I'm afraid
Yes,
there's a lemon bar in the fridge for
There's a
you.
lemon bar in the fridge for you. There
Please
you
go
go.
to leave your lemon bar at your earliest convenience.
Sorry, I'll do that tomorrow.
Over.
I don't want to wake anybody up, but yeah, I'll do that tomorrow.
There appears to be a lemon bar in the fridge, sir. Do we apprehend or not?
Whatever. I'll do it at some point tomorrow.
Simon, was the lemon bar in the fridge for you?
No, Stanley, it was for Chris. I already have my lemon bar. Oh, Chris says hi, Stan. Stanley.
What?
Auntie Chris says hi.
Hi, Auntie Chris.
That's
yeah,
empty,
Liam
Chris.
is
Where's
the
normal
number.
Chris?
All right, we wanna start making a plan here, or
What
are you
did
guys just gonna
Auntie
keep
Chris
talking
do to
about how cool it
normal
would be
Chris?
if we went on a direction?
What did Auntie Chris do to normal Chris? Where's normal Chris?
Well, that's a good question. I don't think it's relevant right now.
Loki, how do I make like different menus for the different roles?
Jesus.
Different menus for different roles.
Yeah.
Give me admin priv, and I can do it.
Oh, hold on. No, I found it.
Okay. Yeah, I can't think of the menu setup right now to do it, but I know if I see it.
Yeah, it's a thing that says.
Yeah, you should be able to just click a plus sign that creates roles or something like that.
Yeah, it just says display roles separately from online members.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what you meant, yeah.
Bryson, I'd like you to note what role you're in now.
What role I'm in?
Yes, Bryson. What role you're in?
Right, I'm gonna take a look.
What the fuck?
Scum sucking Twitter.
Yeah.
Why am I on there?
Because you knew that Bryson was twittering. You narked him because you were on Twitter.
I got my phone buzz. I got a notification.
Turn your phone off.
Thank
Are
you.
we ever actually gonna start? Like, are you guys gonna just...
Yeah, can we like go?
Jesus Christ.
I'm really trying here, Loki.
You know when you
I mean, it's fine.
oh, you mean reverse anal
We're
bore?
working on my thing. Like, my spreadsheet's only getting more and more filled out.
Let's go to the town and talk to the mom about her lost kids.
You guys want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
All right. It's about half a day's walk. You remember that? So, you get to Oakhurst. Shit. It's got the same buildings I had the last time you were here.
Love it.
Which, let me look those up. They included a general store, which was where the mom was in. They included a jailhouse, which you guys vaguely threatened the sheriff of. They included a, I think you guys went to the town hall. They included a bar.
The town hall includes a bar?
No, the buildings include a bar.
Got
The
it.
buildings in the whole town.
Got it.
So where do you guys want to go? I mean, Hyde said you wanted to go talk to the woman, so
Yeah, let's go talk to a woman.
the general store person. Her name is Sharwin Hukreel, I think, which is one of the reasons I'm happy not to be using a module anymore. So you guys are just going over and talking to her?
Just cruising on over.
All right. You notice, by the way, that the streets are a little more packed than they were the last time you were here? And that there seems to be some noise coming from over a little off the main street.
Nice.
What's going on?
Are you going
Someone's
to check?
getting shot.
Are you going to check the general store first, or are you going to check what's going on first?
Hey,
Let's check the
squad
general
fam,
store.
what's your hashtag Carsona?
What was that, Hyde?
Let's check the store.
All right, is everybody cool with checking the general store?
Yeah, let's go check the general store.
All right. So in the general store, is Carowin Hucriel,
Daddy sucks my little toes.
the general store owner. She is looking a little more composed than the last time you saw her, but she does look surprised to see you.
Your kids are dead.
Oh, dude, come on! What the fuck is wrong with you?
She breaks into hysterics while Freedom yells at her.
Give her the rings.
She's definitely very upset by the learning of the death of her children.
Give her the rings.
She looks up at you gratefully and she says, "Thank you. This is
Oh, we didn't kill them.
this is all I have to remember them by." And then she stops crying and she says, "The time for that is done now. What can I help you with?"
Reward.
Quick.
She's
She
already did her grieving. Fuck.
Hella fast. God damn.
She already did her
Reward.
grieving, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't even kid me on this. She already did her grieving. Listen,
What?
I got.
She's just fucking done with it? She just like...
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm removing the
My
signet
kids
rings
are
from
dead. It's
inventory
fine.
now.
I'll make some more.
Okay. So, oh shoot, Lucky, what's your email?
What?
What's your email?
Send it to tyrantpandas@gmail.com.
Alright, I'm just sending you the collective treasure, page.
Oh, dope.
Okay. So,
What a thrill.
so, what are we doing here now?
Killing ourselves.
Not yet. That comes later.
Wait,
No, she's
wait,
basically-
did we get
she's
any
not-
sort of returning with the rings?
She says, I'm welcome. I'm happy to give you anything you want from my store, but I'm afraid I don't own much in the world beyond my store and the signet rings of my children.
Give us the rings.
You just gave me them. They're the only things I have to remember my children by.
Then
Yes.
the store.
Please keep them. Please keep.
Then the
Please keep the
store.
rings. No, hide. No, Gabriel.
Ignore our friend, please.
Gladly.
Which friend?
Get
Who?
fucked.
At this point, by the way, I'm peeking out from Stanley's backpack. Like, I'm still in there. So she just sees, like, the torso and skull of, like, a skeleton just, like, limply, like, flop out of Stanley's pack and just ignore him, please.
That's your kid.
Like, that's how that's said.
Oh, that's scary.
There's
Wait, the skull that you guys took? Are we
My
saying
head.
that the skull that you guys took? Okay, Bryson's head.
Yeah.
Okay, because like
Just
the
see
skull
the
that you guys
skull.
took, I would like to remind you, is the head that one you decapitated is
Yeah,
one
it's
of
still
her children.
actively decomposing.
Oh, seriously?
Why?
Simon, why did you tell us that?
Give
We
it to her.
totally would. We literally totally would have forgotten that.
Hide!
That's
Oh
why
my
he told us.
god!
What?
Hide, are you serious about that?
Yeah.
Are you gonna tell Stanley to do that? He has it in his rucksack.
Yeah.
What is Hyde telling me to do now?
He's telling you to give her the severed head that you severed of her child.
Oh,
So
do
she
it!
can remember her.
Do it! Do it!
But I need that. I
Why
want to
the
give
fuck
it to
did you
Dad.
do that, cunt? Why would you sever her child's head?
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give it to her.
Okay, as you reach into your pack and slowly draw out the head of her dead child that you decapitated yourself, she freaking, she's like crying again. Fuck, dude, I don't know,
Wow.
what?
What a
She's-
pussy.
Give us your store.
Give us your store. Do it. You won't. Please.
I think
Take a
this
drink
is-
of water.
This is all just bad ideas.
Yeah, she says, at least now I have something to bury them with.
That's dumb.
That's okay.
Actually,
that's
I
a
didn't
good
want to
thing
give that to you.
spin on
And
it.
she says, I won't ask how you got it.
I cut off its head because I wanted to give it to our warlock skeleton.
Did you just
friends.
refer to her kid as it?
Yeah, this is just like one
I cut
disaster after another.
I cut off the corpse's head because I wanted to give it to Dad, so he had an extra thing to throw at somebody. That's how he does stuff, by the way. He throws his skull at people.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
That doesn't make her feel any better, dude.
Stan, I'd like to remind you that in our very first session, you talked to me about how you didn't feel right about the rest of the party being so mean to Meepo.
Yeah, I'm tired.
And right
now.
now
this
you're
is what you're doing.
tormenting this woman with the freaking severed head of her child.
Chaotic. Yo, what's up? My name is Chaotic. Good. I'm a liar.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's not chaotic good. You're a
That's very, very chaotic evil.
I'm chaotic good.
chaotic evil.
Alright.
So,
Let's stop now.
she takes the head and she says, I would appreciate it if you'd leave me to my grieving.
Do you have a car?
Haha. No.
What was that, head?
Do you have a car?
No, we don't really have enough, like, income here to justify owning relics of that caliber.
Guys,
Okay.
Sounds like someone is a pussy.
I like
Bro-
this chart. Thank
Punk
you.
ass, broke ass
Good
bitch.
chart.
This is a cool ass chart, man.
Thank you.
I like oh, is that the thing that you wanted to show me?
Mm-hmm.
So, what are we doing right now? Like, besides continuing to be mean to this old lady who lost her children.
I try and comfort her again with sexiness.
What was that, Freedom?
Hmm?
What was that?
I try and comfort her with my famous seductory skills and seductory.
Alright, roll for persuasion.
Okay, let me open a
Sexuasion.
A 19.
Alright, she looks up at you and she sort of hugs you back and she says thank you.
And then she gives you the sex.
That's incorrect.
Well, let me just clarify that our robot bard just succeeded in comforting the mother of the child that we've killed and decapitated. And
Don't forget about the whole cold blood thing.
She does not want to know.
yeah, he's absolutely just like, oh hey, sorry about that, and then she's like, oh it's okay, I forgive you. Like that's how persuasive our robot bard is.
I think she's gonna assume that they died the exact same way that every single other adventurer who's ever gone in there died.
Violently and quickly.
Violently. Well, there she would not be wrong.
At the hands of the dragon, perhaps?
You're wrong, dragon, buddy. Oh, evacuate the dance floor. Whoa, I'm affected by the sound.
Why are you singing hits from 2006?
I don't know. There's a really good song and it came on the old mixtape. The old, the fire, as we call it.
Okay, so let's
Evacuate the dance floor.
Stan. Hey, Stan.
Yeah.
We're trying to like do stuff.
Yeah.
I just like I can't hear anybody over. Like I appreciate that you finally like fixed your microphone so I can hear you when you're talking.
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm just using a headset now. Home.
What were you using before?
My phone.
And you didn't think to put it closer to your mouth?
I tried. And also, like, really surprisingly garbage quality headphones.
Okay, well, whatever. Let's continue now. So, what are we doing now?
Can I say I'm sorry to the shopkeep?
Yes, you can say you're fucking sorry.
I'm
I would
gonna
recommend doing that.
Exactly how are you gonna phrase that, Stanley?
I'm sorry about your loss of your child. I didn't know that this was yours. Remember that I'm not exactly the sharpest cookie of the bunch.
Yo, what the fuck did you just say?
Remember that I, Deckard the Dragonborn Barbarian, am not the sharpest cookie of the bunch.
No, she says, I appreciate the thought, and, I'm sure you didn't, cause her death.
I'm kind of sorry that I did that now.
No, she says it's known that adventurers who enter the Citadel are doomed. I'm just glad that you were able to save her from the eternal servitude. Basically, she's saying she knows what's up and that she knows that you didn't intentionally kill her daughter for shits and giggles.
Yep.
You didn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, you did.
I mean, we did.
Dude, we literally were about to leave, and Stanley was like, "Can I cut his head off?"
Well, you cut the head off for shits and giggles, but you didn't kill him for shits and giggles.
That was not for shits and giggles.
Oh,
Okay?
you couldn't have just taken the whole body with you and then been like, "I found your son."
Okay, so by the way, she is keeping the head.
Aww, but that was supposed to be Dad's new head. God damn it.
It's her daughter.
You say that
Fuck's
out
sake.
loud. You say that out loud.
I don't say that out loud. I don't say it out loud.
She asks you guys a little more firmly, but still polite. Please leave.
Okay. Let's do it, just for her sake.
Do you guys want to be cursed?
No.
I'm pissing.
So, what are we doing right now?
Moving on.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, what are you moving on to? I'm not just gonna say, okay, the next linear event happens in this linear plot.
We move on to the next linear event in this linear plot.
Can I
Continue to find a car.
Wait, no, I want to find their cemetery and ask if they're really, really bad people they wouldn't mind being
Hey,
decapitated.
how about instead of that? You remember that commotion that was going on outside the general store that Simon gave us an option to either check out or go to the general store? Yeah, let's go take a look at that. See what's up with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you, Bryson, for being literally the only other person besides Hyde who fucking listens to what I say.
No, we listen, we just
first
don't
of all,
care.
first of all,
Was it that funny? I'm happy. I'm
first
happy
of all,
now.
fuck you
I have
for
succeeded.
making assumptions about the way that I choose to live my life.
First of all, fuck Gilbert.
Listen, Simon. Let me tell you, ignorance is a choice, and I'm making it.
Simon, what are you laughing because of the joke that I made or something?
Hold on, Gabriel screams.
Gabriel screams. Just him. Only Gabriel.
Just scream.
Okay.
He just
Fuck you.
screams.
Pussy
So Bryson, is Dad suggesting that you guys head to the commotion?
Yes.
All right.
I crawl all the way out of Stanley's pack, and I start my strength is what 8. So
Your strength is
I'm
8.
not really making. Yeah, so I'm not making an actual difference.
Why
but
are you in
attempt-
Stanley's backpack?
Because
I
I
was
was
just
carrying him
making a
around
ride.
like C-3PO.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That we agreed
No,
on.
I don't. I'm sorry. That was funny. That's funny. I appreciate that. That's a good joke.
That's funny. It's funny.
While we were
Funny.
on the way towards the town, I was like, I'm gonna ride in Stanley's pack.
Anyway. Yeah, sure. That sounds awesome.
So what I'm gonna do is I crawl all the way out of Stanley's pack, and then I start pulling him by the arm in the direction of outside. But keep in mind, my strength is 8 and his is 17, so I'm not actually pulling him anywhere. I'm just
Gently tugging.
Sliding your feet across
Yeah.
the ground as you try and drag him.
See, I'm still following him just because I'm nice.
Clicking and clacking is happening on the hard desert floor.
Clicking. Like,
Which, by the way, this isn't like a Gobi Desert situation. This is more like, I mean,
salt flats.
yeah, look up Black Rock Desert.
No.
Hey guys, whoa, evacuate the dance floor. Whoa.
Anyways, it's like
I'm
super
infected by the sound.
cracked, like dry earth type of desert. So, we're going to. So you guys are heading to the source of the commotion then?
Oh yeah, of course.
So Loki, we're switching to your perspective for now. Are you okay with this?
So the rest of us can stop listening.
No.
But we still pay attention.
Damn.
Because this is where we get to meet Loki.
So Loki, you're standing on top of the battle barge, which, of course, as you know, is the dilapidated tank that Captain Gobladell converted into a double-decker. Well, it's more of a transport for your actual racing vehicle than anything. But
when you started to say the word double decker, I thought you were going to say the words dope ass followed by another name.
Double
Okay.
decker, dope
hey,
ass.
retroactively put it in there.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, Loki, you're looking from the top of this, from the roof of this double-decker tank, the battle barge, which is also sort of doubles as your pirate vehicle, although you guys sort of
Don't care.
like to think of it more as ruins raiding, because you don't actually do a lot of like liberating living people from their belongings.
Bodies.
Yeah. So you see, so Captain Gobladell is making his sort of standard kind of rabble-rousing speech where he's asking for people who like to ride the rough and tumble or whatever, you know, the good lifestyle, to come and race with him in the city of Leviathan. And
Leviathan is a dumb name.
and you've done this with him a few times before, enough to realize, or enough to notice,
You know it.
enough to tell apart people who actually know what they're doing from the people who are like common folk just looking for some change to their life. And you see three such individuals, three such competent adventurers,
Masculine individuals.
in addition to a skeleton, sort of slowly walking
Hey,
towards you.
he's a competent boy. Fuck you.
Sort of slowly walking
Ass.
towards the group that's gathered around the battle barge.
So
Gobladell stops speaking, and he points one finger
Fuck you!
towards that group.
Fuck you, Gobladell! Fuck you!
Get fucked, kid.
Freedom, I'd like to point that you don't know him.
Yeah, no, I don't.
No, he says, now you four look like just what we're looking for.
You look like your face caught fire and someone tried to put it out with a fork.
oh boy.
Oh, that's a
Trash
good start to
talking my
this.
OC.
You look like
I don't
your
actually have
face.
enough reception to hear my for them to hear my voice downstairs.
Your face got
and is your mom still on the
Put
computer?
it out with a fork. Holy shit,
Okay,
that's
I'm gonna move
magical.
myself to the computer room then.
That's gonna be my senior quote. Freedom, is that okay if I use that as my senior quote?
You shouldn't use that as your senior quote.
I'm gonna do it.
That's a good idea.
This is such a good fucking idea. I can't oh shit, that's how I do it. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Alright guys, so what's up? Gobladell points to you guys and he says, now you guys are exactly what I'm talking about. How would you like to participate in some genuine street racing?
Jesus, what the fuck? I wake up.
Oh wow, it just dropped.
He wakes up.
Alright, so what's the reaction here?
Okay, I'm gonna say just like hell yeah.
Hide, fix your echo, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, please.
Oh shit, okay, sorry, I didn't know that was a problem.
So hi, what
Dum ba dum bum bum ba bum ba bum bum. That didn't help, did it?
No, it didn't.
Thank you. Alright.
Oh, I thought you were
Okay, is
I
that
thought you
better?
were gasming.
Alright,
Yeah.
Echo's gone. So
Gasming.
what's going on, guys? What's your
What did he
reaction to
just say?
Gobladell
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Whatever. Dude.
Yeah, he says, "Hey, do you guys want to do some street racing?"
Out of nowhere.
So, like, please.
Well, yeah, fuck it. Who are we racing? The street? I love to race the street. It always wins because it's always ahead of you. Get it?
Yeah, it's like trying to play tennis against the wall.
Yeah.
So are you guys gonna link up?
Link arms?
Yeah, do you mean like link arms or like...
Get on the fucking tank.
I don't know what's happening,
Your terminology
but I'm
sucks.
sure gonna get on this tank.
Hide. So there's a double-decker tank with a hobgoblin loudly proclaiming to the whole town about adventure and having a good time.
I love
And
those two things.
He just invited you guys along with him.
Let's do it! Let's go! It'll be fun, guys! Let's go!
Will it be fun?
No, it won't. Let's not go. Fuck it. Never mind.
If somebody can scrounge up a picture of like a tank that has a lot of room on the inside, I would love that. I'm looking
Why
for
would we
some
have
right
that
now.
picture?
I don't
That's
think
why I'm
there's...
asking.
I know the perfect
Scrounging
tank.
up implies.
I know the perfect goddamn tank.
Thank you so much, Loki.
How?
I
It's not
suspected
really
you
like
would.
it's not really like
How
a
would you
tank.
know
It's
the
more
perfect
like a personnel
tank?
carrier, but when you see it, it'll be like exactly what you're thinking of.
Oh god, my fucking dick is crying.
Alright.
How are you unhappy at your job, you fucking bitch? Delete.
So Hyde, did you not like hear the thing? I mean, I know you were peeing, but I
I was
thought you were
passed
listening.
out.
Okay. Well, essentially, yeah. There's this hobgoblin. He's yelling, asking people to come race with him in the city of Leviathan, and he just singled you four out and asked. Next to him is a sort of sickly-looking human. He's got like spots on his skin. I don't know. Loki, describe your character.
He's kind of like palish in color. He looks to be slouching over very deeply, but he's shrouded in robes, so it's hard to tell his true figure, and he's hooded.
And all right, yeah. And there's also an orc woman standing next to the both of them. And on the other side, oh, thank you, Loki. That's good. So just imagine that the gun was taken off of that and was replaced by like a sort of a more roughshod, like second story.
All right.
And they're standing on top of that second story.
Nice.
Almost a la
A double-decker bus.
this. Almost.
Ass
Except
double-decker
with
bus.
wheels.
Yeah, something like that. I made like a Lego version of it when I was really little because I was trying to make it look like Jabba's sail barge, but I'd only seen episode 6 of Star Wars once. And it was like super fucking sick, and I never was able to reproduce it after I broke it.
Rip.
Because you're a fucking idiot.
But, yeah, so,
He agrees with me. Means I'm right.
So, next to the both of them is a person who looks like a humanoid moth. Just kind of standing there looking a little nervous.
Moth Boy? Is that
I don't
Moth
know
Boy's
why you'd say that. You've never met Moth Boy.
But we have met Moth Boy. He was like the first person we had in the crew, man.
I retconned it. You're
How
Mandela affecting right now.
How fucking dare you retcon Moth Boy?
You're-
I can't believe you retconned the best character in the whole fucking series.
So, like, are you guys gonna react to this, or is Galdadel just gonna stand there pointing at you while you fucking debate about whether Moth Boy existed?
Well, I said, hell yeah, I'd love to do some street racing, my dude.
All right,
Yeah.
so the orc sort of reaches down with her beefy arm and like helps pull you up, Bryson, which takes what you essentially infer is no effort for her.
Right. Because I am a skeleton.
Yeah.
I ask the humanoid moth how long he's existed.
And I don't. he replies with, he says, the humanoid moth says, "There's actually no way for me to definitively know how long I've existed, because for all I know, I could have been born with this entire universe 3 seconds ago, and all my memories and all of your memories and everyone here's memories could all be fake."
Oh god, so he's gonna be like that, huh?
I don't like him very much.
Okay, wasn't that like the character in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in like the 4th book when they find out who actually is the ruler of the universe? It's a guy like that.
Oh shit, yeah.
The truth come out.
So are you guys all gonna join the trip?
Yeah, of course. Why would we not?
Hell yeah.
Alright, so you sort of hop on. Gobledell says, "Alright, the rest of you are suckers," and he shuffles you guys inside of the barge, closes the hatch, and he goes over to the cockpit or the driving position. I don't know what the inside of a tank looks like that much. Anyways, he goes over to the driver's seat, and there's a goblin sitting in there with a sort of a like red beret on his head, and Gob sort of pats him on the shoulder and says, "Hey, rev the engine, scatter the crowd." And so like you hear like loud, violent sounding sputtering coming from the engine as like you feel the vehicle sort of start to lurch, and you hear the muffled screams of townsfolk rushing to get out of the way of the tank.
Scatter the crowd.
Boy, isn't that relatable?
And you guys are off to the city of Leviathan.
Why did he come in a tank?
I don't know.
That's his fucking ship.
Tanks are like a carrier ship for the race vehicles.
Why didn't you
But
have a
he's
tank,
so
dude?
I'm
You know
on
what?
the tank.
I can't argue with that logic. I can't argue with that, so... Touche.
We're not exactly like overflowing with different types of cars here.
Yeah, there is one car in the back. Freedom, you want to describe it?
Sure.
Why does he know what the fucking car looks like?
I don't fuck you.
Because he asked
Fuck you,
to...
bitch.
Because he was the only person that gave a shit about what the car looked like, so I allowed him to fucking make it.
Fuck, I have to come up with that, okay. It's fucking white, it's got 4 wheels, and, yeah.
Toyota Corolla. It's a Toyota Corolla. Next car.
Next car, has...
There's only one.
Oh, okay.
Actually, there's 2 in here.
That's...
There's one. Wait, there's 2.
Dude, I fucking love this.
There's 2 cars.
Dude,
What I really want to happen, and I'm gonna hope you guys can make this happen for me, is one car actually is a Toyota Corolla, completely unmodified, and it still even looks like close to new. Like no one's fucking touched it since the apocalypse happened. But the other one is like totally what you'd expect an apocalypse vehicle to be, like tricked out with a roll cage,
No.
Mercedes duct
One
tape.
of them's the Toyota Corolla, and the other one is the car that Freedom specifically asked me to make that car be, and he needs to say it right now instead of just saying white 4-wheeled.
I'm gonna post a picture of it because I just love it so much. Oh, I love it. Holy shit. And then this is the other car here. Oops, I accidentally asked for a car that doesn't exist.
Simon, why did you have a suitcase, man?
Because that's what the car looks like.
The white 4 wheels.
Yeah, I looked up white 4-wheeled.
No, I need... Come on, you fucking... Continue telling your story, you fucking asshole!
No, we'll wait
So,
for you.
yeah.
It's okay.
Dude, we're all just waiting for you, Freedom. It's okay.
Come on,
So yeah, essentially,
Here's the
there's enough
second
room.
car.
There's enough room for you to stand up, even a little comfortably. That looks awesome. There's enough room for you guys to stand up, even a little comfortably.
All of us?
Yeah, it's a pretty spacious tank. It's
Well, how is it almost comfortably for all of us? We have pretty varying heights.
well, okay. You really don't. None of you are short guys.
Simon, I think I found what Freedom was.
I mean, Stanley's probably the tallest of you, and he's like 7 feet tall.
Hello.
I'd say it's about an 8 foot tall thing.
It's cursed me. This astral projected into my throat and is the equivalent of smoking 48 packs of cigarettes a day for 10 years. So I'll be dead tomorrow. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you for that. That was the reaction I wanted for you. What a thrill. So I'm playing this puzzle game.
Jesus Christ,
Really?
we've gotten literally nowhere.
Can we do stuff?
I was expecting someone to start talking after Simon was like talking.
Yeah, you're in a fucking tank with
We're literally
5 people that you've never met.
Hey, Mister, driving the train. Mister driving the train. Hey, guys.
Mister.
Shut up!
Jesus Christ.
It's really amazing hearing 3 people talk at once, and one of them is only singing things that have no correlation with what's actually happening.
I'm fucking talking to this guy. You can't goddamn see me talking to this motherfucker?
Talk to this motherfucker, Freedom.
Hey, man. Hey, where the fuck are we going?
Who are you talking to?
The guy that's driving the train. I forget his name.
You don't know his name.
Freedom. This is not a train. How do you not know what vehicle we're in?
You know what the fuck I meant by train.
That's like not even close.
What? Tank? It's a tank, isn't it?
Yes, it's a tank, Freedom.
Don't say it, don't patronize me! The fuck? Oh, it's a tank, Freedom. Fuck you! I know it's a goddamn tank.
Tank like 40 times.
Yeah, there's pictures of it in the Discord server.
I know it's a fucking tank! I said train because that's the fucking thing that my brain said, you assholes!
Okay, so Freedom, you go up to this guy.
Really embarrassing.
So Freedom, you go up to this guy in the driver's seat, right? He's a goblin, which you can tell from his
Because he looks like a goblin?
Well, because he's tiny and he has giant ears.
That's mean. That's rude.
He looks like a goblin.
And he
you
also
can tell
has green
by his
skin.
race.
He also has green skin. No, he's well, yes, but he's wearing a red beret, and he's got sort of like this short cropped, kind of grizzled looking beard, and he's got very like deep set eyes.
Should I be afraid?
Adorable.
He doesn't take his eyes off the road when he answers you. He says, "Ask the captain."
Oh wow!
I
How
was asking the
fucking.
Do you not know where we're going?
I know
You're
where
driving.
we're going. I know where we're going. I'm driving. Ask the captain.
Can you just say the name? You probably said more words. Say what you can't tell
I
us.
broke my headphones doing that.
He takes his hands off the wheel and looks back at you, and he says, "I'm driving."
I'm driving, I'm dad. Wait, did you say that already, Bryson?
I say that.
I broke my headphones.
Fuck this world.
He sort of reaches
I'm done
over.
with this world.
He
I'm
sort
done
of
with
reaches
this
over
world.
on the side of a console. You notice that like the ride has gotten significantly bumpier since he took his hands off the wheel. He reaches over calmly for
Oh
a set
shit, guys! I turned on the bumpy ride button.
for a set of earmuffs, and he puts them on his head, and does not react to anything else you guys might say to him. And he puts his hands back on the wheel gingerly.
I fucking
breathe on the
walked
window.
over to him and I fucking push him over.
Please do not do that.
Don't
Can I
fucking talk to me. Don't treat me like I'm nothing.
Freedom, he brandishes a knife at you as your hand approaches.
You want to fucking die, cunt, right now?
At this
I
point,
say that.
I'm gonna reach my arms out and grab him and hold him back.
I shoot Freedom in the head.
non-lethally?
Very lethally.
Can we not do this?
He's clearly unstable.
You guys are fucking assholes, first of all.
Freedom.
I'm trying to progress this story, and you're trying to kill the driver. I don't know what you want from
Hold on, Freedom.
Okay.
I don't want to be fucked with. That's what I want.
Hold on, everybody. Freedom. From our conversation the other night, I'm sorry that I ever told you that the other members of the group would try to defend you. Okay. Honestly, I'm just doing this because you guys are fucking about to kill me right now over this stupid shit.
I'm not trying to kill anybody.
Right now,
stopping
the
you.
reason I'm doing
holding
this.
you back before you get shanked by a fucking goblin.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
I'm telling you that I don't want to be treated like garbage. And so I'm gonna stand up to this guy, and if he fucking wants to put earmuffs over them, I'll break them over my fucking knees. Cunt.
Why are you so needlessly violent?
Okay, I think that we should attempt to restrain Freedom pushes the bus
I
driver
told you,
Riley.
I'm reaching out two of my arms and I'm grabbing him. And
Yeah, you are. Loki, you're super grabbing him. He's he's not as weak as the other ones, but you're definitely stronger than him. So from the upper cabin, where he was on lookout, Gobladell sort of hops down the ladder, and he walks over. He puts a hand on Loki's shoulder, and he puts a hand on Freedom's shoulder, and he says, "Listen, guys, we can just kind of do this peacefully, all right? We don't need any bad blood.
I hate
Zara's just a little bit ornery sometimes. I'm
I
sorry.
hate you.
Hey, what's the name that he just gave?
Zar.
Wow.
Nice.
Can I do a wisdom
fucking
check?
original there, guy.
Can I do a history check?
He said, yeah.
Okay, 20.
That was boring. What do you want to know?
I just want to know who the fuck Zar is.
Why would that tell you who he is?
yeah,
He's
how
the
did
guy
this
driving the
take
tank.
that?
That's
Oh.
who Czar is.
Well, I would maybe know, I don't fucking know. I did history.
Okay,
Anything about him?
Freedom. So you recognize that the beret that he's wearing is sort of somewhat standard attire for members of the Eternal Sunset Mercenary Group, but you notice that he's ripped off the logo of the Eternal Sunset.
Seems like he doesn't want to be a part of the Eternal Sunset.
Oh, he's... Wow.
Retired.
For those of you that haven't listened to Amateurs Noir, our side story that we ran,
Me.
the Eternal Sunset is
We know.
a
You haven't, Stanley.
is a mercenary group
Thank you.
that operated from the city of Patchwork.
What is
And
happening?
their status is currently unknown because the Noir side story is unfinished. But it's safe to assume that this guy's not a member of them anymore.
So he stole their logo?
This fucking puzzle game.
No, he was a member of them. No, okay, so Gob looks over at you and he says, "Okay, let me just clear up this confusion. Listen, me and Zar here. His name's actually Ed Zarl. I call him Zar because his name sucks and is stupid. And
Got him.
Zar just kind of like repositions the earbuds or the headphones, the fucking earmuffs, again, so that he can't hear what Gob's saying. And he says, "We were members of the Eternal Sunset Mercenary Group,
Mercenary?
and it got a little heavy for us over there, so we decided to leave and become pirates. And so we did that."
You became
And
land pirates.
He looks over at you, Bran. That's your character's name, right, Loki?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks over at you, Bran, and he says, "Isn't that right?" And he sort of like lightly like taps your shoulder with 2 fingers.
Yeah. Some shit went down, and I had to get out of there.
What beautiful character introduction.
Yeah, it's bad business in the city of Patchwork these days. Anyways, how you guys doing? What can I get for you? I'm sorry, I haven't been the best host. I've been checking, making sure our path's all clear.
Can we have a
The
car?
last thing you want is road ghouls.
Do you have deodorant?
Can I have a Peppu?
Okay, one at a time. I'm sorry. I'm only one man.
Do you have
Can I
deodorant?
have a Peppu?
Sorry, say it again.
Can we have a
Do you
car?
have deodorant?
Can I have a Cap?
Okay,
At
Stan.
this point, I point at Freedom and I tell him to go first.
Okay.
Can I get a Pepsi?
Can we get a car?
Do you have deodorant?
Oh, I mean, trust me, nobody's. What are you, like, made of metal? Are you some kind of golem? I don't know if you really produce stench, man.
Are you fucking calling him unable to produce stench? That's really
says-
offensive
he
where it
says-
comes from.
He says, "You certainly don't smell too bad to me," and he gives you a wink, Freedom.
Aw, he's gay. Otherwise. I love this character. He's gay.
Oh!
Oh, gay.
It makes so much sense now. Everything is clearer.
Okay, so can we, like,
Thanks for the
Can we-
clarification.
okay, so can we, what else are we doing here?
I'll have a Coke.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, you guys want some beverages?
Hey, what's
wait.
with that cool ass fucking car? Sorry.
That's my question.
Okay,
I'll
actually,
do the beverages first. It's a little easier to
can I
explain.
get some
Here,
fucking
I can
milk?
explain the car. Back
No
in
ice,
City
please.
Patchwork, and even here now, we recruit people to compete in life-threatening races with us throughout the city.
Okay, can we have the car?
No, it's
That's
mine.
perfect for me.
Gub
Wow,
says, listen guys.
Guests.
Gub says, listen guys. And he sort of, he walks over to the ladder and he looks up and he says, Jem, can we get some beverages?
What?
Can we get some beverages for our guests? And then he walks over to you and he's like, let me tell you about these cars.
Can we have them?
All right. This one, he points to the one that Brand said was his. He says, this one's a Patchwork authentic. Brand has spent his whole life. Hey.
My prayers are going out for all the people in the hurricane.
All right. No more.
I'm not looking at anything. I just thought of that again.
All right. We're going now. We're going now. We're gonna keep not derailing the exposition that's happening.
I mean, you don't have to do that.
Keep going.
Okay, so he says this one here is a Patchwork classic.
You said that
Imported in from the city from who knows when. Brand here spent the better part of his life refurbishing this thing. It's the only thing he has left in the world. You can't have this one.
I pee on it.
Wait, what's the most important thing in the world? This thing?
Can I put a hand on his shoulder and just say please don't?
Wow, bro, I got my dick out, man.
And then he points to the one that Freedom likes, and he says, this one though, this thing's a beaut. I found it while I was tomb raiding recently. Well, we were tomb raiding recently.
That thing is the most important thing on the planet, but that thing is totally okay.
Well, I'm not saying you can have it. I need to
If
keep
you
a
give
business
it to me,
running
I
here.
will absolutely steal it. You'll never see it again.
Listen, win me a race and we'll talk, alright?
Okay,
Why are you being such a bitch?
Freedom, what I thought you were gonna say is, listen, I will absolutely suck your dick.
You don't have a mouth, Freedom?
I do have a mouth.
Wait, really?
Yeah, look, I posted a picture of
Why does your robot have a mouth?
It's meant to
talk.
respirate air to his brain.
It's meant
Okay.
to
But it
respirate.
doesn't close or move or anything. It just kind of hangs open like that. Like, it's all metal. It's not like a mouth.
What a thrill.
Alright.
So it's more of like an orifice.
Yeah, it's just a hole with teeth in it.
So what So yeah, he's explained the cars to you. One of them is Brand's personal property that Brand generously lets them race sometimes.
Can we have it?
No.
You'll kill yourself.
And the other one is a cool ass, almost mint condition car that he found in the wastes.
Can we have it?
He says, "Like I told your friend, win me a race and we'll talk."
I'll race.
What if I just pick it up?
I'll race for you.
If I pick it up, can I?
Do you
have
know
it?
how to drive a vehicle? He says.
Yes.
Hold on, Hyde. You don't. But I'm gonna check your character sheet just to prove to you that you don't.
You don't?
I know
What
I
are
don't.
the requirements for driving a vehicle?
He doesn't know I don't.
Proficiency in land vehicles, Freedom.
They're all manual.
Yeah,
Freedom,
dude,
it's proficiency in manual vehicles.
He doesn't know I don't.
Or in land vehicles.
Come on, bro.
You can't.
Simon, I'm lying.
Freedom, you do have proficiency in land vehicles. Okay, Hyde, make a fucking deception roll, you dick.
Hold on, let me grab my dice.
Oh wow. Let's all wait for Hyde to grab his Pokedex. I don't remember what he said, but. I'm so tired. I fucking typed in TU, BL. You know what? Thank you, Google, for being there for me and linking me to Tumblr anyway.
Oh shoot, Hyde, no, you do have proficiency in land vehicles. I'm sorry, I got you and Freedom mixed up.
Wow, okay.
So you don't even have to roll a deception roll. The gob looks at you and he says, "I knew you had the look of a driver on you. How does it feel? Feeling the wind whip through your hair?" And he looks at your hair. He's got a good head of hair on him, but from what you know about goblins and hobgoblins in general, is that their hair doesn't really usually grow that much, so it's probably a little bit of a weird thing for a hobgoblin to have so much hair.
From what I know about hobgoblins, it's weird that you have so much hair.
He says,
I have to agree with that statement.
He says, "Yeah, I'm a little blessed in that department," and he sort of like gently tussles it, but not enough to
Does he do
to
the
mess
hair
up.
whip? He does the hair whip.
Yeah, but not enough to mess up his expertly teased, messy but rugged looking hair.
I like your hair, you bud guy.
He says, "Thank you," and does not say anything else.
And I tell him that he deserves a diamond. And that he deserves it all.
What?
Don't fucking get...
He's like, "Are you making some kind of reference here? Like,
No,
what's
I'm
happening?"
just telling you that you look like $1 million today.
"Well, thanks, chum. You do too." And he gives you a friendly pat on the shoulder.
I'm completely naked all the time.
He says, "Sometimes I feel like that."
All the time I feel like that.
Freedom is so fucking naked.
So,
Would it be weird if I got naked too?
Freedom, what is Mothboy doing in this circumstance?
He is eating a Snickers because he's not him when he's hungry.
Is he on the upper level talking to the orc, or
No,
is he
he's-
on the lower
he's
level
eating
with
a
you guys?
He's eating a Snickers in the same room as them on the floor, just like completely just going ham on the.
Okay,
on the
like
chocolate
not
bar.
participating at all
Yeah,
because he's so into this fucking Snickers bar.
yeah.
All right.
Relatable, honestly. If I could eat, I'd be doing that too.
It's
So,
very loud and it keeps interrupting the conversations that we have.
So what else are we doing here? You guys want character talk?
Wait, Freedom, your character eats things distractingly loud. Are you sure you're gonna be able to roleplay that, buddy?
Dude,
What kind of call out is this?
Dude, there was so much malice in that statement that it manifests in the world, and Mothboy hears it, gets up, and shoots Gibson in the head.
Freedom, are you going through with this?
Yes.
All right. The hand of God reaches down and says, "Don't make stupid out of character decisions because you're pissed off at Hyde."
I'm not mad at Hyde. Oh wait, no, you thought he said.
Christ, are we ever gonna actually fucking leave this tank? I swear to God.
You said, "Do
It's
you want to make
moving.
this?" You said, "Do you want to make this decision?" And I said, "Yes." And then you said, "Fuck you." I'm making
So-
this decision. It happens. It
Freedom,
fucking happens.
we had like a 2-hour long conversation the other day.
We did. It's happening.
Okay.
Just let it happen.
Oh my God, I just
Yeah.
can't believe that I'm sitting here making this fucking spreadsheet and this is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
This is what I'm dealing with while I'm spending hours making a fucking spreadsheet for my character.
As soon as I see Mothboy draw his gun, I too shoot Gibson.
Okay, Freedom.
What?
We literally had like an hour-long conversation
I
the
know
other
we
day
did,
about how
I know
not
we
to
did.
make this feel shitty in the narrative.
What? I found my in. As soon as once Gabriel shoots Gibson as well, Mothboy gets up and goes up to Gabriel and says, "I missed you," and shakes his hand. And Gabriel has no recollection of who this person is or why they just both shot one of their party members. But he's okay with it. And because Gabriel is such an integral part of the party, him accepting him is the only thing that lets him still roll with the party.
Thanks for putting me in such a leading role.
So
Freedom.
because we don't get to do this part of the narrative anymore, I'm just gonna say it. Nobody else talked for like 5 minutes. So Freedom and I had like an hour-long conversation the other day about how to expertly fit the fact that he wanted to switch his character to Mothboy into the narrative, and he decided that because Hyde made a mean comment about him eating loudly, that he was going to switch his character right now instead. And we had this whole thing going on where I would ask him to pretend to make like wisdom rolls to represent his robot character gradually losing his mind to his programming and trying to kill all the criminals. Because
That
street
kind of
racing is
happened
illegal.
already, though. I figured that was good enough.
It was not.
It was not. Nope. We also had this thing where he would be separated from the party and be in a position of power over them, so that Mothboy would be the only person to be able to save them, so they would actually have any goddamn reason at all to accept Mothman as a party member. Or we could just have him shoot Gibson because Hyde said that he ate loudly.
Not even any. Not Gibson or Mothboy. Real life Freedom. I said ate loudly.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. You're absolutely not okay with this.
Man, I wonder why.
Oh no, I don't want to read that. I'm afraid. See, the way that you're typing is really angry. I don't want to go there. Simon, I'm not going to click on that.
Okay, fine, Hyde. You tell him what I'm typing.
No, fuck you.
Okay,
Okay, fine. No,
okay.
fuck you. Fuck you. No, you guys suck. Never mind. None of that shit happened. No, forget it. Forget it. Erase it. Erase it from existence.
He's gone.
He's fucking gone. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Welcome back.
Fuck you. No, never mind. Never mind. Fuck it. All that shit never happened. Fuck you. How dare you even... What is wrong with you, first of all? Fuck you.
What is love?
No, don't you... I'm unfriending you. You're no longer my friend.
That was a really weird horror movie.
Oh my god, this is
Don't at me.
terrible.
Do not at
This
me.
is absolutely horrible. Hyde, did you get my message?
Yeah.
No, you fucking suck, all of you.
Hyde, did you say it out loud?
Freedom, all I've
Do you want me
done
to?
is try to stop you from killing the
No,
driver
I think
of the fucking vehicle.
freedom is
Flip
the
over and fucking die.
freedom is the only person who'd get it, and he's also the only person who can salvage us right now.
What do you want me to do?
Say I'm not gonna kill my character for no reason.
I'm not gonna kill my character for no reason, you asshole.
Hey, Freedom, you want to read those messages I sent to you so Hy doesn't have to read them out loud?
Yeah, I fucking read them already. That's why I was. Fuck you.
Can Hy
Freedom.
read out loud?
What I'm saying is.
No, I get what
Just
you're
wait a
saying.
little
I
bit.
get exactly what you're saying, which is why I hate it so much.
I'm saying just wait a little bit, man.
I'm waiting.
Okay. So. Yeah, it's been a few hours. There's been some heated debate. Gob and his crew are remarkably nice to you guys after all this infighting you're doing. Which mostly, of course, involves Freedom or Gibson screaming at Mothboy and Gabriel sort of like laughing in the background while also making sure that Gibson and Mothboy don't kill each other.
Are we characterizing this as Gibson going up to Mothboy and being like, fucking shoot me, do it, kill me, kill me, kill me,
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
Fucking pussy won't.
Pussy won't no ball.
Murder me right now, right between the eyes. Fucking do it, kill me.
Do it.
It
But
just
he
occurred
won't.
to me that I had the
Pussy
space button
won't.
pressed for some large amount of time on the Discord, which may have made it seem to you that I was sending this really long message, when in fact I had the single space button on the thing for a while.
That's a good tweet you retweeted.
Okay. So are we going to,
It's
Are we
11
going to-
o'clock. It's almost midnight. I just want you all to know that, to be aware.
yeah, it really is, isn't it?
This is a good session, guys.
We've spent
Yeah, you know what's really great is when we start sessions when we're all, like, already tired and dying.
I was ready for. I'm not tired at all.
I'm not tired at all.
Yeah,
Okay,
I woke up
really
at like
tired.
1 p.m. today. I'm not tired.
okay,
I'm
fine.
like
When
sick.
Freedom's tired and dying.
And Stanley is as well.
Stanley's tired, yes.
I am very tired.
And to be fair, Stanley did also go on, like, this long, sort of, unfriendly tirade towards an innocent NPC woman. Not her.
Remember when Stanley murdered one of our party members?
What?
Meepo. Oh wait, no. It was Erky Timbers.
I didn't murder anybody.
Threw him into a room full of
That
shit.
didn't happen. Simon retconned that. Do you remember that? I remember that.
I don't
He did
remember.
not retcon it.
Yes, he did.
You literally said, I'm throwing Erky Timbers into this room.
I did say that, and then you're all like, "That's a really shitty."
Yeah, and then I told
We
him
were-
just let him do it, and so it happened.
Oh,
That's not a
Because you
retcon. That's-
insisted that it would happen.
Yeah, it didn't get retconned.
cool. Well, I fucking murdered Timbers, which is really nice for me.
Okay,
Loki,
nobody
do you
knows
know
what
about that?
happened down in the dungeon. Okay,
No, I don't.
so
Let's talk about it.
it's, yeah, Loki, if you care, listen to the podcast, but if you don't, then it's okay. I don't blame you. So we're it's been a long night. You're all extremely exhausted, mostly because none of you will let any of the other ones go to fucking sleep. And after about 7.5 hours of nonstop driving in this tank, you you guys
This
stop.
tank gets good gas mileage.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you've seen Gob sort of like tending to the gas every couple hours or so. But
How
More or
fucking
less, yeah.
fast are we going?
Very.
I mean, you could check. It's
Pretty.
probably like 40, 50 miles an hour.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how fast tanks go. I just want to say that because that seems fast
Yeah,
for a tank.
Yeah, that does seem pretty fast for a tank.
Yeah, that is pretty fast for a tank.
All right, Loki, give me the rundown. 20, 30?
Oh, of tanks? No, that's fine.
Yeah, when we say that's fast for a tank, we just mean that's a reasonable top speed for a tank.
Okay, yeah. So 40 to 50.
Basically, tanks move usually up to around like 25 and can go up to 45 on roads, and some have like boost essentially on them, and they can do up to 60 or 70 for short periods.
Yeah, but tanks do not like that.
They usually max around like 40.
Yeah,
and then they have boost, and that's it.
It's pretty beefed up though. Like the tank gob. One of the many conversations he's had with you guys over the night was like all the sick modifications he did to the tanks, engines and rotational areas.
My character is listening my character is listening extremely intently and is like super active and engaged when he's talking about that, like asking questions and shit, because my character is like is starting to want to remember stuff about the old world, and vehicles which still exist are like kind of a good link. So he's that's good, sick.
Yeah. Gob also gushes about his vehicle that he found in the ruins, and he's like, I haven't really had a chance to mod it yet because we haven't been back to Leviathan, which is where I keep all my stuff. But god damn it, she's a beauty. Bran won't let me open up his, so I'm gonna have to. So I've been looking for a good one to just really crack open and work on, hardcore on.
You can crack Gibbs and open and work on him.
I'm more on the engines and transmission side of things. I don't really know what's going on with like that.
Shut up.
Gibson
runs on an internal combustion engine, guys. Like he's totally just like Bender from Futurama.
No.
There's a nuclear energy symbol on his chest.
Right? Yeah, he runs on beer. Symbol is there because beer is bad for your health.
You were like a little baby. Watch this.
Dude, same.
That was me vomiting, by the way.
So yeah, essentially.
I'm happy that you told us that.
So essentially, like the tank slows down and eventually stops, and Tsar gets up from his seat and he walks over to Gob, and he says, "We're here," directly to Gob and to no one else. And Gob looks up and he says, "Guys, we're here. Come on up." And he as
I'm walking past the guy, I get really close into his face and I go, "Why the fuck didn't you just say it to everyone in the room, you asshole?" Like push him into the wall.
Hey, so hold on. Can we determine like what order we're walking out of the tank? Because I want to know if I pass Gob before or after Freedom does this.
Gob is the first person to leave the tank.
Right, but where does Freedom in that, like, does
I don't know,
he immediately
wherever he
follow
wants
Gob?
to be.
Because I want to, like either around Freedom doing that, probably, like, directly after, I want to just, like, pat Gob on the shoulder one time, and then give him finger guns, and then just walk away. Like,
all right.
like sort of a brief cordial, like, I know what you're going through, man, but, like, good luck with that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
On the way out, I try to spit on him, but it just runs down my chin.
The goblin does not leave the vehicle with you guys. As you're all leaving, it's basically Gob, the party, followed by Bran, Mothboy, and the orc woman, who you've deduced her name is Gem.
How did we deduce that? We didn't hear her name. Like
Gob called her name from downstairs a few times. Like, for instance, to get you guys all tasty orange soda.
I don't like orange soda.
That's fucking gross.
I have a Pepsi.
Yeah, I'm not capable of drinking, and I also like requested milk, but I got orange soda. But I'm like trying to be polite
for
about
deodorant, and I got this fucking medicine.
But I'm like trying to be polite about the fact that they brought me orange soda instead of milk, so I just don't mention it, and I just like very casually like pretend to take a couple sips, but I'm aware of how bad it is for teeth and bones, so I definitely do not drink any of it. But like I act like I want to, and I pretend to, because I want them to not feel bad about the fact that the milk probably doesn't even exist anymore.
I asked for a bandage to clean my wound. Got orange soda.
It's just as good. So as you guys step onto the deck of the barge, the upper top area, you see this city ahead of you. I think, well, Bran, you've already seen this before a few times. I don't think the rest of you have ever been to Patchwork, so this is probably the largest city you've ever seen. There's lights on. It's pitch black. It's nighttime, but there's lights on in this city. It's sort of illuminating half of your field of view, and from these lights, you see something that Bryson and Freedom, you've definitely seen this before, but Deckard and Gabriel, you have never seen something that looks quite like this. It's fluid. It's reflecting this light in a way that you've never seen on this scale before.
It's oil.
And it takes you a second to realize that it's an enormous body of water, the largest one you've ever seen.
Oh, hey, it's the ocean.
Oh shit, you're right.
I've been living in the desert for like a couple thousand years, so yeah, it takes me like a full 45 seconds to decipher that. Oh, hey, that's an ocean, and I still can't remember the word for ocean, so I'm just like, oh, hey, that's it. That's it. Like I'm just stuttering to the rest of the party, really excited for like 45 seconds, and then like at some point someone suggests like ocean, and I'm like, yeah.
So the city's sort of situated in between these jutting cliffs, sort of almost mountainous, jagged rocks in their size, and it's like right in this sort of valley. It looks like there might have once been a river in there, Bryson, but whatever it is since run dry. The ocean's the only source of water, it looks like, around here.
How about you?
And Gob looks at you guys as he jumps down from the top of the barge, and he says, "Welcome to the Leviathan."
Gesundheit.
And you're now in the city of Leviathan. So essentially, Gob brings you guys over to his like crib. You know, I'd say a house, but it's not a house. It's sort of like a garage that he owns that has like a few couches in it and a lot of car parts. And the tank stays where it is, which is like just on the outskirts of the city. Gob says that Zar doesn't like sleeping in populated areas. It makes him nervous. So he opens the back hatch of the tank and brings the cars over into the garage, closes it, and Dad and Gibson, he looks at you guys and he says, "Can you two handle watch duty? Doesn't look like you sleep much."
Yeah, we do that.
We sleep all the time. I'm the king of sleep.
Alright, so I'm gonna let Freedom.
He says, "I believe you, buddy." And he
if
goes
he had eyes, they would be huge.
So, Freedom, I want to work with you on this. I want this to happen. So, what I want to happen is you are being really like aggressive and defensive about the fact that you don't need to sleep. So I totally sleep. So you just fall on the ground and start like fake snoring. So I'm just like, and I'm like trying to cover for you. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just take watch duty. He's
Yeah, Gob says, "Sure, that's fine. Just wake me if somebody tries to open the garage." And he sort of like pats one of his holsters on the sides, on the inside of his trench coat, which you can see is very filled with large gun.
Dude, I also have a trench coat.
You have so much in common.
His is a little thinner than yours. It's more of a duster, really. So I probably should have said duster. But I changed his outfit recently, and I'm used to saying trench coat for him. I'm sorry.
Fine.
But it's definitely the same color. No, I'm sorry. That was me. That was rude of me.
Yeah, Simon, why are you being so rude? You're like the rudest one here right now.
So are you guys gonna head off to Dreamland and Goblidell's garage?
Sounds good.
He cleared some space off on some keys for you.
I sleep.
Thanks, Gobbly.
Wow, it's so
Daddy-
comfortable. It's so soft and comfortable on this floor. I love it. Thank you. Thank you.
He gives you a couch too, Freedom.
I don't sleep on the couch.
No, he like folds out a futon and he offers it to you.
I just go thanks and then scoot under the futon.
He goes all right and lays down to sleep on top of the futon. And Freedom, you can hear him softly say above you.
Oh.
No, you can hear him softly say above you. Damn it.
Our fucking copy machine's really insecure.
Bran, I'm not going to presume to tell you that you're sleeping on a couch here. This is basically your permanent residence when you're not sleeping in the barge.
Fuck
So
yeah, I
tell
go
me-
sleep in my fucking Lightning McQueen in my room with parts of vehicles hanging all over the walls. I've got Cadillac rims hanging on the walls, and I've just got car parts scattered about my room with different stages of, modifications being built, and a frame and a husk taking up the majority of the space next to my Lightning McQueen twin size race car bed.
Sounds good to me.
Which happens to be a waterbed.
Nice. All right. So, long rest time.
Y'all
you got
wish
a
you
big
could ball as hard as Loki, honestly.
you got a big morning to prepare for.
Dude, don't you love my fucking... It's literally like a fish tank, though, because the top is missing. I say it's a waterbed, but it's more like a fish tank. But it's Lightning McQueen, so that's all that matters.
Are you saying that you're sleeping in the water?
Yes.
So, Freedom,
Yeah.
I don't want to presume this about Mothboy, but I really want him to sleep in a hammock.
Of course he would.
Okay, yeah, hanging from the ceiling, definitely.
Yeah.
And none of you see where Jem goes to sleep, but she's there 1 minute and she's not in the same room as you guys the next.
I thought you said Jed for a bit, and I was like, yeah, you're absolutely right.
All right, it's long rest time.
I need to go.
You all except for Bryson and also Gibson wake up long and rested in the morning. Bryson and Gibson, you wake up not having woken up because you didn't sleep, because you don't sleep.
I was gonna say not. I was gonna say you guys feel long and rested.
Can you make the Windows power up noise as you get up?
I was actually supposed to make the Mac startup sound when I turn on again.
Boot up.
Everybody fucking loves the fact that Freedom loves the Mac startup sound so much.
Fine,
It's
just
fucking-
the Mac startup sound.
It's so good. It's so
That's
good.
the alarm. That's the alarm that wakes everybody else up.
Okay, so what I really want to happen, like to be a thing, is whenever Freedom becomes like confused or incoherently angry, like whenever his character is feeling a strong emotion, yeah, it goes like bum, and then like his eyes turn blue for a second.
Triggered and his eyes turn red. And he just lets off.
No. His eyes turn blue and white text runs across them, and then you just hear dun 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 dun.
I don't have any eyes. You literally just hear that sound, and like wait, hang on. What's the fucking like canonically, Mac runs off of like is based off of OS 10. So like he makes all the sounds of that. Where the fuck is the goddamn death sound?
Who the
This-
fuck builds a robot in OS 10?
Some dumbass.
Apple. He's an Apple product. That's
Jesus
in the far future. Apple is contracted to make military robots for the United States, and
Love
that's
it.
why he exists. What
I
fucking
love it.
Is, I don't want to look at the the compilation. I just want the old one, like the one that's like that one. Yeah.
Bum 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 bum.
It kind of sounds like that, but it's got a different progression. It's like the first one.
Is it the one that goes doo-dee-doo-ding?
Yeah, that one.
I
Ladies
love
and gentlemen.
legitimately holding conversation about different like startup businesses.
Yeah, I was about to say, all those people who would think that teenagers talk like, yo, what's up, bro? Want to go to the pizza place? Like, what the fuck? No, we talk about Max.
If we talk about fucking startup noises.
Yeah, Stanley, that was the cringiest thing I've ever heard in my life.
What the fuck do you say?
All right, so I think that's a pretty good like stopping point for tonight. Because we didn't really even start until like 11.
Yeah, you guys want to do this tomorrow night?
I can try. Or I can definitely do it tomorrow night. If everybody else is okay with that.
I probably can. Yeah, I'll be like more tired than I am right now because I'll be waking up early tomorrow for
Yeah,
like
same.
class, and I'll be getting home from psychology. So like, I'm gonna. Don't worry, I'll have a lot more humor to contribute because I will be in a minor dead